I'm Elaine and I am in third year and I feel relieved.
My name is Morgan Steely, and right now I feel great about my third year of dental school.
I would consider myself a total extrovert because I love hanging out with people, I love talking a lot.
I would probably say I'm an introvert. I'm not one of those people like, yay, all the time.
The craziest thing I've done in the name of love is actually planning my brother's proposal at the same time studying for my D2 national board exam. So I took an 8-hour exam and then drove another 8 hours right after my exam to Reno in Lake Tahoe and then decorated everything for the proposal.
The craziest thing I've done in the name of love would be when my wife and I were probably engaged. She was in medical school here, I was still back at Andrews University. Flight got delayed in Chicago, couldn't continue our flight. I think I left Andrews around, I think 1 in the morning or something. Picked her up and drove to Ohio, which was a good, 5-hour drive. I don't know if that's really crazy or if I was just foolish because we got there the same time her flight would have landed the next day.
If second year was torture, third year is peace. It is peaceful because I don't have pathology, I don't have to study every night, I have sleep, and we are just having the time of our lives right now.
I'm spending more time with my wife, spend a lot more time with my kids. My son is now doing adventures. I'm excited about that. He's doing swimming lessons.
My family time this year has been the best year it's ever been. My brother actually got married and now I have a new sister-in-law. I also started doing a succulent garden. And so I get to do like hobbies I miss doing.
My expectations for third year would be putting into practice what we've learned from second year.
Working with patients for the first time is just so different from books.
Because you have all the book knowledge, you know all the knowledge, things like that, and you need to communicate that scientific information to your patient. Typical week during third year and around this quarter is essentially clinic on Mondays in the afternoon. You have a couple classes. Then Tuesdays, clinic sometimes in the afternoon, but it's usually some kind of advanced periosurgery. Then Wednesday, clinic all day. That's our long day.
I never really thought what a full work day would feel like, but at the end of the day, I'm so exhausted. It's mentally and physically draining. I don't even want to study. I just want to go to sleep and start the next day.
Thursday is some classes in clinic in the afternoon, and Friday is just some classes in the morning. School has helped me stay spiritually connected by the faculty, especially right now we do our little group huddles at the beginning of clinic, and we kind of go around the group, say, okay, this is what we're doing today, blah, 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 and usually our faculty have something uplifting or a spiritual thought, or we have a prayer together just to make sure we're putting our best foot forward and to have God's healing hands with us as we touch our patients. And that has been a good foundation for sure.
Third year, I got to go on my second mission trip and I went to Honduras, and that mission trip was amazing. I never knew how God would bless like threefolds. I actually got a scholarship, and that scholarship was able to pay for my trip. God has really blessed my class, and everyone's very spiritually active.
I like Southern California. I grew up in Michigan, and it's humid and hot, and I really love Michigan. That's where all my family is. But Southern California has been really nice. I mean, there's anything you can think of. There's the mountains, there's the ocean, there's amusement parks, there's world-class zoos an hour or so away, which my kids love.
So how is Asher's swimming lessons similar to your third year in dentistry?
I guess at this point, because he is at this level, he can swim to the edge. He knows how to survive, the water. Is now just perfecting the certain strokes, just like I guess what I'm doing at clinic. I know how not to kill someone. I know how to take care of them to a standard, And now it's just perfecting and making those skills to a higher quality. Did you have fun? Yeah. Can I take these off?
Good job, Asher.
Here, look at me, look at me.
To be honest, when I was a D1 and a D2, it was a struggle. Remember that God has called you to be here, and there are days and you're gonna have dark nights, and you're just gonna wonder why you're doing this, and just remember that God has a higher calling for each and every one of you guys.
I'm done with my third year, and I feel almost accomplished. I feel like I've learned a lot in my third year, starting to put things into practice, yet I feel like, wow, there's so much more out in dentistry that I don't know.
What I enjoyed about third year is interacting with patients, just being able to see all the hard work, all the book work that we did first year, second year, and finally we're up in clinic.
Everyone says third year, everything dies down a little bit and it gets easier. I did feel it get easier, but I also felt the stress just changed, it morphed. You're worried about, oh man, what if I slip here on this person's tooth and I gouge their cheek or something, or I don't know, just things like did I do that right? Is that the right measurement? We learn all these ideal things, and nothing's ever that ideal lesion, or that ideal filling, and it's learning to roll with that and adapt. I guess one of my proudest moments that I've really enjoyed about third year is actually seeing a patient from A to Z. Actually teaching them when our gums bleed or when we have decay or deep pockets that we actually have some type of infection in our mouth. So that was one of the best things probably happened to me during third year. If second year was that dark, long tunnel, then third year is definitely the light at the end of the tunnel, but yet it's stormy outside because you've come out of that darkness and it's a lot nicer. You're outside, you've got room to breathe, you're actually doing stuff. But third year is now applying that and managing patients, and it's just different.
If I could do it all over again, I would still choose dentistry. But I would also prepare myself more mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything, because I didn't expect it would be what it is. And you won't really know unless you've been through dental school. And that's the hardest thing to explain, but I'm very thankful. Yes, I would definitely choose dentistry again.